all of the large hedge funds and banks that are copying Buffett's every move. Is this where you want to start going short on Google? What's up, guys? The market is in free fall. Oh my God. Oh, we had a red day. Where's the market going to go? In today's video, we're going to find out where the market is going to go. We're going to take a look at the SP500, the NASDAQ, the Russell, the large tech stocks, the VIX, crypto market, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, gold, silver maybe as well. All right? Bling, bling. We're going to take a look at everything. We're going to put it all together. We're going to figure out where the market is going to go. Hamid, I watch your YouTube videos because I understand. And in today's video, all of your questions will be answered. All right? We might even go over PLTR. Some of the questions, some of the stocks that you guys wanted me to go over, MSTR, PLTR, I'll take a look at those as well. All right? So without further ado, let's get started with the video. All right, first and foremost, I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. All of your support. Everything that I do, it's all attributed to you guys. So I really, really appreciate this. And I'm going to continue to provide as high quality value as I possibly can, no matter what. So whether it's my YouTube videos or whether it's sharing the trades and my analysis in my Discord server, regardless of what it is, I really, really appreciate you guys. So I just want you guys to know that. And if I ever have some sort of a meet and greet or something like that, I really can't wait, and I hope that goes well also. But regardless, all of your love, your support, all of the comments, the likes, I read everything. If I don't respond to them, I read them, and it always brings a smile to my face. Genuinely, it makes my day, and it really, really makes my day to know that I can help in this way for you guys also. And yeah, man, let's get started with the video. All right, guys, this is a daily time frame of Apple. As you know, I am very bullish on Apple. The reason for that is because we are holding above levels of support. 266 is a major level of support on Apple. Why are we starting the video off with Apple?
Why?
It's because Apple is the second largest company in the entire world. If Apple is bleeding red, most likely the market is also going to be bleeding red. But Apple, it's holding firm above a level of support. So that's important to realize is because the overall market had a big red day today. So if the overall market had a big red day today and it's falling, but Apple is holding support, that is a very good sign, in my opinion, for the overall internal strength and dynamics of the market. All right. So Apple is holding above 266. In my opinion, it is bullish. It's good that it's holding this level of support. All right, this is a daily time frame of Amazon. Something that's interesting with Amazon specifically is this might be a bit of a tangent here, but Jeff Bezos was in the Epstein files. I haven't confirmed it, but there are talks that he is linked to people in the Epstein files, and that is probably not going to be really good for Amazon. So that might also be a big reason why Amazon is taking a huge hit. So, that is something to take into consideration, guys. I'm going to go ahead and verify that either tonight or tomorrow, but if a CEO or an owner of a company is in the Epstein files and is like a PDF file, right, then that's definitely not going to be good for the stock, right? So, that might be a big reason why Amazon is one of the biggest losers today. I could be wrong, but like from a business standpoint, Amazon just acquired and Bezos just raised $6 billion for a company recently, for an AI company. Off of that news, I don't know why there would be a sell-off to this magnitude. But hey, who knows? Anyway, Amazon is holding 220. Which is what? It's technically a level of support. Okay, so whether, Epstein or not, Amazon is at 220 level of support. That is very bullish. That is good for the stock. It's not breaking below 220. If we break below 220, And if the rest of the market is holding firmly, like Apple was, then definitely some sort of Epstein stuff is going on. But anyway, that's my opinion on Amazon. Where is it? It's at a level of support. This is a chart of Microsoft. Where is it? It's above a level of support. It's holding 495. We obviously pulled back to 486 today, but where is it looking to close? It's looking to close above 495. Microsoft is also a big winner. It is investing over $5 billion in Anthropic, so that could be a big reason why the Microsoft is pulling back. And Anthropic is also a AI company, so it's getting a lot of love recently. I believe some players that are also invested in NVIDIA are also invested in Anthropic, which is, very important. And Anthropic is actually going to pay $30 billion to buy Azure Cloud. So that is a huge partnership. That's a lot of important news right now. So Microsoft is also heavily invested in this space. So where is Microsoft holding? It's holding 490. So this is just a good spot to be bullish on the market. Good spot to look for bullish setups in these stocks. Daily time frame of Google. Where is Google holding? It's right here. It's holding above 285. It's holding above 284, which is the 50% fib. It's holding above levels of support. Okay? Warren Buffett also invested in Google. Is this the time where you want to start being bearish on Google? After Warren Buffett invested in Google? After banks that are copying Buffett's every move? Is this where you want to start going short on Google? Oh, Warren Buffett, he's invested in the stock. Time to go short. When the entirety of Wall Street is also going to be going long. I'm right. I'm sitting in my, I trade on Robinhood. No, I don't think the market's going to go high. Brother, please. Okay? Please. Now is not the time to be extremely bearish on Google. Whenever these big players enter a stock, whenever there's news of a stock buyback program, whenever there's news that a large player is taking a large stake in a company, stop being an idiot and trying to be a contrarian because you look like you spend your time on Reddit, okay? Like, stop being, it just doesn't make sense. Oh, I'm just so smart. There's calculate. Stop being an idiot, all right? Be long Google. Be bullish on Google, okay? Please, that's it. All right, Tesla. This is a daily time frame of Tesla. I'm also very bullish on Tesla. This is not the time to be extremely bearish on Tesla either. We're holding above 395. We're holding support. What happened a couple days ago? Tesla gapped down and opened outside of the lower level of the Bollinger Bands. Okay? This is a good sign. This is very bullish, in my opinion. So, we need to hold above 392, 393, and it could provide a launch pad into above 450, into 470. Just imagine. Okay? I just want everyone to imagine. All right? This is a bull flag, right? This is Tesla. It's creating a bull flag. What do we know about bull flags? Bull flags are extremely bullish patterns, right? You do not want to regret not buying Tesla at levels of weakness, at levels of support, okay? Because if we know bull flags end up ripping upwards, and if we know that Tesla or these stocks will end up being bullish, right? Why would we not try to go long in these levels of weakness here? Because in the next coming months, when Tesla is trading above 500, you're going to look at these prices and be like, damn, we could have caught Tesla. I could have got Tesla at $400. I could have got Tesla at $380. Now it's at 500. Oh, how much should I go long Tesla right now? It's like Bitcoin at 20K. Back in 2018, 2019, when Bitcoin hit 20K. Oh, Hamza, should I go long crypto? Brother, I told you to go long crypto at 3,000. I told you to go long Bitcoin at 3,000. Back in 2017, I made a 10-page document, shared it with every single person I knew. Back when Bitcoin's at 3,200, I said, buy Bitcoin. It's going to go to the moon. And I'm going to the moon. People wanted to call me when Bitcoin was already on the moon. They were like, hey, Bitcoin's on the moon. Is it too late to catch a ride? Yeah, buddy. We already took off, buddy. So anyway, you want to get Tesla before the takeoff, okay? That's my opinion. This is a daily time frame of Meta. Meta is holding 585 like an absolute champion. Not only are we at a very major level of support here. Hold on, my cat wants to one sec. My cat wants to leave. All right, no cat anymore. Okay, anyway, Meta is holding 585. This is a very important downtrend line. Not only are we at that level of support, we are at 585 level of support as well. This green line is also an uptrend line. That is another major level of support. This is just a large confluence of multiple levels of support. And it's just such an amazing opportunity now, actually, to go long. So if Meta is painting such a good opportunity to go long, what does that really tell you? Like, Meta looks bullish, right? So if Meta is bullish and these other large tech stocks are also bullish, sure, there could be some more room to go. But down here, right, Meta, from the recent move after earnings, is down 22%. Meta is down 22% into a major level of support. Is that the time to start going short? When you guys go on StockTwits or Twitter or, oh my God, oh, the market's bearish. Buddy, Meta dropped 22%. If you wanted to be bearish on anything, right, you would be bearish up here. You don't start becoming bearish down here when short sellers are looking to cover their shorts. When short sellers cover their shorts, they have to buy shares. When they buy shares, the market ends up bouncing. Because they're covering their shorts, they cover their shorts at levels of support where it would be a good spot to go long. This is a good spot to go long. What's going to end up happening? The price is most likely going to end up bouncing. I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. And that's all I got to say. So Meta looks pretty good. All right, this is a daily time frame of NVIDIA. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chips. All right, NVIDIA has earnings tomorrow. It's still holding above 180. NVIDIA has a lot of upside potential. I would be very surprised if NVIDIA reports bad earnings. I would be very shocked if NVIDIA reports bad earnings. So keep that in mind. We should get a bit of a push upwards tomorrow due to earnings. When an important stock has earnings, there is something called an earnings run-up. The day preceding that earnings tends to be bullish. So that's what I'm expecting to happen on NVIDIA. That's also what I'm expecting to happen on AMD. AMD is holding 230. It's holding the level of support at 230. Is this the time to start being bearish? Is tomorrow the time to start being bearish on chips? No, not in my opinion, because of primarily NVIDIA's earnings. Okay, so AMD is at a level of support at 230, and NVIDIA is at a level of support at 180. Okay, so keep that in mind. Both major levels of support. Next, let's take a look at the IWM. The IWM is the Russell 2000. It is at a major level of support at 230. It's holding at 230, right? But even better, it is trading outside of the lower level of the Bollinger Band. We opened and closed outside of the lower level of the Bollinger Band. That's extremely good for a good buying opportunity, because algorithmically, the market wants to bounce. It wants to reclaim back into the Bollinger Band, okay? So if the IWM is really painting a very good bouncing opportunity, that's a really good sign for the overall market, because the IWM has a large impact on the S&P 500. It has a large impact on banks, regional banks, healthcare stocks, economically sensitive stocks. they are all within the S&P 500. So if the IWM is looking to bounce, the S&P 500 is going to get some love from that as well, okay? We are very overextended to the downside on the IWM. Should be a bounce. This is a chart of the NASDAQ futures. We are holding above 24,500 and above 24,450, okay? When we look at the QQQ, we are also very far overextended to the downside according to the Bollinger Bands. Do you want to be an idiot and start shorting this weakness? No, please do not do that, right? You wait for a bounce and then go short. If you want to be bearish, wait for a bounce. Down here into 590, into these levels, I'm telling you, it makes no sense to start being bearish. It makes no sense, guys. Please, okay? When we look at the S&P 500 futures, it's the same it's the same concept here, right? We're holding above 6,600. This is not the time, guys. This is not the time. Where is the S&P 500 trading? Similar to the IWM. It looks like for tomorrow, if we end up red, we're going to be opening outside the lower bands as well. What does that mean, guys? It means that there is a lot of upside potential. It means that this is a good dip buying opportunity. We held 660 to the T. We held above 658. We held above 660. What else do you really want? You know? So that's that for the overall market. Let's wrap it up. Take a look at the VIX. All right, so this is a daily time frame of the VIX. The VIX is so important to monitor because it has an inverse relationship to the market. Where the hell is the VIX right now? The VIX skyrocketed. It is trading outside of the upper level of the Bollinger Band. The VIX closed almost over 10% today. It's very far overextended to the upside. If the VIX is this far overextended to the upside, then we are either most likely going to stagnate or we're going to pull back into the Bollinger Bands. If we end up pulling back into the Bollinger Bands, if the VIX ends up falling, the market ends up bouncing because they do the opposite, okay? It doesn't get much easier than this. When the VIX is this far overextended to the upside, I promise you, it does not get much easier than this. It's like this is one of the, I don't want to say it's guaranteed. There's nothing guaranteed. But whenever this occurs, there's almost always a bullish bounce in the overall market. Okay? Keep that in mind. Come back and let me know how that goes. All right? And of course, let's go ahead and take a look at the crypto market. This is a chart of Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? It's painting a hammer candle at 92,000 level of support. Hammer candle at the lows at a level of support is a sign of a trend reversal. We are currently in a bearish trend on crypto. Hammer candle at a level of support. Trend reversal means that the price of Bitcoin is going to end up bouncing. That's what I'm expecting to occur on Bitcoin. When we look at Ethereum, Ethereum held 3,000 like a champ. It didn't even come back and retest 2,800. Ethereum did not even want to break down lower. Ethereum said, you know what? We're not falling. We're going to hold our belt buckles by the... I don't even know what I'm saying. But Ethereum held 2,800, okay? It is clearly holding above 3,000. Solana held 130 as well. So the three main big players are holding above levels of support and showing a bullish candle reversal. This is a bullish sign. There are going to be hedge funds, banks. There's going to be buyers coming into the market here. This is not the time to be extremely bearish, all right? We were bearish a couple of days ago. We played the market to the downside. Now we're playing the market to the upside. Very, very simple. And that is my thought process for the entirety of the market. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning in the Discord server. Take care. Have a good one.